I'm sure you've heard the expression, import the third world, become the third world. In this channel, I have played you many videos like this. This is Southampton.
A takie kurwa sceny tylko w Anglii, no nie? No przecież to jest kurwa nie do pomyślenia, ludzie. XXI wiek, przecież to kurwa Pakistan.
Not being done by white people, I can assure you that. This is Birmingham.
So guys, this is a park just off the Dudley Road in Birmingham by Winston Green. This is a children's park. Have a look at this.
Why is that happening? Why is it happening? I have a theory. I'll explain in a second but let me show you some more evidence. This is also England somewhere.
This city in the UK. Look at the fucking state of it. No wonder this country's fucked. With dirty, smelly bastards.
Oh, it stinks too.
Fucking disgusting.
It has started happening in Australia too. This is Melbourne, a migrant area. Rubbish everywhere. People just dumping their rubbish.
Have a look at it. So much diversity, so much cultural enrichment. Look at this traditional third world landscaping. So you might think it's just fucking garbage dumped on the side of the road by fucking some of the worst people ever to exist. But no, you're just a racist. This is traditional African and Indian fucking landscaping. This is what you get when the town you grew up in is pumped full of cultural enrichment and diversity.
Look at that. Look at that. You know why? And I'll tell you why. There are tips everywhere in Melbourne. I think you even get 2 hard waste collection day from the council, which is free. And then you also get a 20-30% discount. So you can take that to your nearest tip. And I think you get 2 a year. Fill up your van or whatever you've got at the moment, or you hire it from Bunnings. Take it there, pay 70, 80, 100 bucks maybe, and dump it there properly. But no, they can't do that because third worldly habits do not die when you come to a first world country. And the more these people come, the more emboldened they become. I came 23 years ago. 95% of Australia was white at the moment. I wouldn't see anything like that, guys. I wouldn't see it. And even if there was some stingy, broke white person who wanted to dump his rubbish somewhere, it was such a taboo in Australia that he would be so embarrassed to do it. There might still some people get away with it, but it would be so few and far between that you wouldn't see it on the scale that you're looking at it now. But I have another theory. Why is it happening? Look at this. So this fresh video has just come out of Birmingham. Look at that. This is Birmingham. Not just one place, not one dumping place. Look at that. It's just rubbish everywhere. And who's the mayor? Zakir Chaudhry, a Pakistani name. So I have a theory. There is a reason why third worlders behave like third worlders. And even their politicians, when they grow up, even they mimic third world politicians. This is very common. You know what happened? They actually siphon off this money. And Andy Burnham has said that, oh, we need to give more money to the local councils. Local councils, these people are corrupt. They are corrupt. When you genuinely believe that this is not your country, you're not loyal to this country, these people colonized you, these people raped your ancestors, they looted your country, and they're anti-Islam. When you have these kind of beliefs, why would you be loyal to that country? Why would you do the right thing? You wouldn't do the right thing. This is why it is like that. Look at this. Let me show you something else. I just saw this. Politician on bail in child abuse inquiry wins election in Pakistan. Yeah? There's another councillor or mayor or something in Tower Hamlets or in East London. He was disqualified from contesting elections in the UK for 10 years. Yeah, for 10 years he was just because he was doing some third worldly shit, you know, trying to buy votes or whatnot. So he said, okay, you know what? All right, I'll go back to Bangladesh. He went to Bangladesh. He won an election there. And in the meantime, his disqualification expired. He came back to London, contested election again, and I think he's a mayor or whatever. He's a local councillor of that area. These third worlders will behave like third worlds. I know exactly how a Pakistani mind works, and I can tell you 100% that you white people will not understand that, because you start with, oh yeah, okay. You first of all, you guys believe everyone, you trust everyone, and I guess this is where the term high trust society comes from. Genuinely, this is the reason why most people do the right thing. Pakistanis and other third worlders, that's not how their mind works. Their mind works that, can I get away with this? No one's watching? All right. This is why you see bad road behavior, bad traffic. That's the first thing you notice when you see a Western city that has fallen. The first decline you see, or the first sign you see, is poor traffic management. People don't follow traffic rules. They don't. And then you start seeing rubbish and littering, fly tipping everywhere. That's what's happening in the UK. That's what's happening all across the West, and they are actually doubling down. They're bringing in more people. Check this out.
Oh, whoa, you lot, you got to see this. Look what they have to put up outside here. Can you believe it? They have to remind them to not do this in public. That is crazy. That is, I mean, come on, like.
It's the same way, you know, these lefty woke lunatics thought that if you tell men, hey, don't touch me, don't touch women here, there, don't invade their private space, and the thought is going to work like this.
If you need to put signs up for people like this, maybe don't bring them in the first place.
That's it, guys. They're bringing in more people. That's the quality of people they're bringing in. And that poor quality of human capital makes similar poor political choices, and they put up politicians from within their own community. They don't look at the wider picture. They don't look at, okay, who's good for my community. They look at, oh, he's Muslim. So you have divided your society into various sects and various hostile cultural enclaves. And it's a mess. You're going to need some really strict, radical, harsh steps now. And I've been saying it, the longer you put it off, the harsher the remedy will have to be. Right now, you can obviously stop it. Right now, you can stop the illegal migrants coming in. There are about, 1.2 million illegal migrants living in the UK. Radically deport them within a year or so. Whatever. Do whatever you have to do to reverse that. And then you got to turn to the people who haven't integrated or assimilated. That is going to require a lot of effort, a lot of time and energy, and a lot of political consensus. I just don't think we have that political consensus anywhere in the West, even though the situation is so dire as it is in the UK. But still, we're not there. We will get there. I do believe we'll get there. But it's going to get ugly, guys. Forget about those peaceful days of the 80s and the 90s. Forget about that. They ain't coming back for a very long time, at least in our lifetime. And I'll be an old man. If we clean up the West the way it was back in the 90s, I think by the time, if we start today, it'll take us 10 to 20 years to get there. We are nowhere near starting it. We will still, 2029, maybe we're pinning our hopes on the general election in 2029 in the UK at least. And that will somehow, it might create a framework for Australia and other countries. America is evolving very rapidly in its own right. I'm going to record another video just after this. So I'll be an old man. If you're already old, it might not happen in your lifetime. But if you have kids, I don't know what kind of views or ethics or what kind of ideologies they're going to subscribe to, or what kind of ideologies are going to emerge out of this civilizational clash. Well, I guess that's how human societies evolve. Our morality keeps refining and keeps changing, but that can have a direct impact on our technological advancement as well. if for some reason we are caught up in a civil conflict, American corporations will not keep innovating the way they've been innovating. China will. I was looking at it. I was trying to buy some AI products, AR glasses and AR memory recorders. All of them, all of the top gadgets are actually from China. I ordered one. Unfortunately, I'm going to give it to someone else because I'm sorry. I like China. I appreciate China as a civilization, but I don't agree with their monitoring and everything. So I don't want to give them my intimate information, where I am, who am I filming, whatever. So I trust American companies, but some will say that even American companies. I don't trust Facebook though. I do trust Apple. I don't know. I do trust Apple. So American companies are going to fall behind. They are already starting to fall behind China in AI. Oh, sorry, they have already fallen in these new AI gadgets. They have fallen in EV market. They have fallen. They're neck and neck with frontier AI models. Drones, they have fallen behind China. China produces way more drones, and if it weren't for Ukraine, the West would be completely effed. So all my fellow conservative Americans and Brits who don't like Ukraine, this is why you need to like Ukraine, because you have to look at it from a civilizational perspective. Ukraine wants to be on our side. Russia can never be on our side. Russia is in bed with China and Iran. They can never be on our side. But anyway, yeah. Bumpy road ahead.